another month there. It doesn't matter. They announced it in November of 2019. Investors have been waiting a long time, and I think the stock goes up when the Cybertruck comes out.
Yeah, Tasha, just also short-term uncertainty was a phrase that came up repeatedly throughout Tesla's commentary when it came to, managing cash flow and just sort of managing its business. Did it strike you that Tesla's being a little bit more conservative than it normally is?
I think if you look back 5 years ago, yes, Tesla has gotten more conservative over time. And, I would even say that I think investors likely welcome that. We see that certainly in their forecasts. They're sticking to, the long-term targets and the targets for this year, as Phil mentioned, that they laid out. So I don't think that's a point of concern. And, I'd agree with Gene. I think the Cybertruck is really crucial here. We think it could be as mainstream as the Model Y if you look at Google Trends data. So, I think a lot of analysts are expecting that volumes, won't be as high as they will be. I think it'll surprise. Again, we know it's a very innovative design, very cost effective to produce. So I would look out for that this year.
All right. Thank you, Tasha Keeney of ARC. We appreciate it. And Gene, let us know if you hear anything on that call. Gene Munster.
Will do.
Dan?
I mean, listen, they make great bullish points, and the stock is up a lot in the last few months. While I don't believe that the fundamentals have gotten that much better, I believe the demand picture has gotten that much better. So I'm clearly offsides or on the wrong side of this, and it's really interesting though in 3 months how you could have been very much on the right side of this fundamental move. I don't think anybody could expect the sort of rally that this stock has had, and I'm not even talking from the January lows. I'm talking about since they printed that Q1 quarter and gave that Q2 guidance. So make no mistake about it, you better buy into full self-driving and autonomous taxis and AI and robots and all the other crap that they can come up with to justify this thing being $1 trillion market cap, because otherwise, don't forget, this stock sold off 75% from its all-time highs in late 2021, and that certainly means it could do it again. I'm not telling you it's going to happen again, but if a lot of things have to go right to justify where it is right now.
I know we could buy the guess, but I read that 50% margin that's kind of a stunning number.
Yeah.
I don't know what that puts the valuation off of that, but it seems that seems
50% in 5 years.
Aggressive.
Yeah, that's a big climb. Up next is this.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Tesla's second quarter 2023 Q&A webcast. My name is Martin Viecha, VP of Investor Relations, and I'm joined today by Elon Musk, Zachary Kirkhorn, and a number of other executives. Our Q2 results were announced at about 3 p.m. Central Time in the update deck we publish at the same link as this webcast. During this call, we will discuss our business outlook and make forward-looking statements. These comments are based on our predictions and expectations as of today. Actual events or results could differ materially due to a number of risks and uncertainties, including those mentioned in our most recent filings with the SEC. During the question and answer portion of today's call, please limit yourself to one question and one follow-up. Please use the raise hand button to join the question queue. But before we jump into the Q&A, Elon has some opening remarks. Elon?
Thank you, Martin. So just a Q2 recap. In Q2, we achieved record vehicle production and deliveries and record revenue of about $25 billion in a single quarter. And Model Y became the best-selling vehicle of any kind globally in Q1, surpassing the likes of Corolla and Golf. So it was the number one vehicle of any kind, including vehicles that are sell at a far lower price. This is, I think, an incredible achievement by the Tesla team, and just a huge thank you to our customers for their support. This came in spite of high interest rates and a lot of macro uncertainty, and nonetheless, we managed to achieve operating margin of about 10%. We continue to target 1.8 million vehicle deliveries this year, although we expect that Q3 production will be a little bit down because we've got summer shutdowns for a lot of factory upgrades. Just probably a slight decrease in production in Q3 for sort of global factory upgrades. In the long term, autonomy, we think, is going to just drive volume through the ceiling next level. And our sort of future robotaxi products, the dedicated robotaxi products, we think have like quasi-infinite demand. The way we're going to manufacture the robotaxi is also itself a revolution. And so it's revolutionary design made in a revolutionary way. It'll be by far the highest units per hour of any vehicle production ever. So we're very excited about that. With respect to Autopilot and Dojo, in order to build autonomy, we also need to train our neural net with data from millions of vehicles. This has been proven over and over again. The more training data you have, the better the results. There are times where we see basically in a neural net, it's sort of at 1 million training examples, it barely works. At 2 million, it slightly works. At 3 million, it's like, wow, okay, we're seeing something. But then you get to like 10 million training examples. It's like, it becomes incredible. There's just no substitute for a massive amount of data. And obviously Tesla has more vehicles on the road that are collecting this data than all other companies combined by, I think, maybe even an order of magnitude. So I think we might have 90% of all, or a very big number. The success in AI endeavors is a function of talent, sort of unique data, and computing resources. And we have outstanding capabilities in all three arenas. And I really just don't know how anyone could do what we're doing, even if they had our software and had our computer, if they did not have the training data. So speaking of which, our Dojo training computer is designed to significantly reduce the cost of neural net training. It is designed to, it's somewhat optimized for the kind of training that we need, which is video training. We just see that the need for neural net training, again, talking about being quasi-infinite things, is just enormous. I think we expect to use both NVIDIA and Dojo, to be clear. But we just see a demand for really vast training resources. And we think we may reach in-house neural net training capability of 100 exaflops by the end of next year. So